Okay, so we're back here again. You know what I'm saying? Once again, DaBaby has made, the papers, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He's the talk of the town. For those that don't know, this past week, DaBaby had got into it with an artist that he signed to his label. What it appears to me, as far as looking at the video footage that they have online, they had some type of altercation, exchange of words. The artist that DaBaby signed, he had his back towards DaBaby, and it looked like DaBaby was about to swing and snuff him, and then they stopped it. So I'm assuming right now, this is my assumption, I may be totally wrong. I'm assuming right now that out of all of the altercations that DaBaby has been in, some of them have been justifiable, like it wasn't his fault, while others, DaBaby was being more of a baby, more like a bully. And eventually, with all bullies, they're gonna eventually meet their match, someone that's big and badder than them, And I hope that at the end of the day, that DaBaby, really tones things down, and focuses more so on the music and the business. That's it. Other than that, have security handle that. You jumping into stuff and all the rest of that, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just being real. The last rapper that did that got shot and killed, which was Tupac. It's crazy because, when I was younger, that's who I fuck with. I fuck with Tupac. So I was alive when Tupac was alive. And I'm telling you, the same type of shit that DaBaby is doing is somewhat of the same shit that Tupac was doing. With the exception of spitting on people and shit like that. DaBaby is a little bit more relaxed than Tupac was. But whenever you put yourself out there like that, and you're getting into situations back to back to back to back to back to back to back, it's not going to end well for you. That plain and simple. And the reason why we hear about this stuff, is because, the powers that be, I can't even say, their names because I really don't know. So I would have to say the powers that be, the oligarchists of the world, the 1% or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They want to keep our attention away from the real matters at hand in life. Straight up. So while we're looking over there at what DaBaby's got going on, these politicians are changing laws and shit. There's hyperinflation going on. Yo, just the other day, it's this organic orange juice that I buy, right? Just the other day, that shit was like $5 and some change. I went today, and that orange juice is damn near $7. Could you imagine paying $7 for some fucking orange juice? But that's just where we're at right now. High gas prices, high food prices, rent is going up. The price of houses are going up. Everything is going up. And our main concern, I ain't gonna say main concern, but one of our main concerns are what are our celebrities doing today? What kind of makeup are they putting on their face? What kind of clothes do they have? What kind of jewelry do they have? How much money do they have? We're concerned about what everybody else is doing other than ourselves, which makes no sense. If anything, you need to look at your celebrities and say to yourself that they're perfect role models on how not to be. Straight up. Well, I'm not going to do this, and this because those celebrities do it. And celebrities don't make for those that believe that shit. A lot of celebrities don't make good decisions. They just don't. Especially the ones that like the limelight, the attention whores, that will do any and everything in order to get some type of attention. I'm still trying to comprehend this whole thing of when you make a lot of money, you still get into trouble. I don't get that. But then also I understand this too. Like, you could take the nigga out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the nigga. You understand? If I was making a certain type of money, I wouldn't be getting involved in the shit. Straight up. If I had a fetish for women, you know what I'm saying? I had to be with a woman or two or three every night or whatever after, you know, my performance. As far as, you know, me performing the concert or whatever, then I would import them motherfuckers up. I would try to get somebody to get the specific woman that I want and bring them to the hotel or whatever. I wouldn't be out and about. I wouldn't be in the clubs. I wouldn't be in the after party. Everybody knows me. And everybody has either good or ill, or rather bad intentions. And I can't read, let's say, 100 people's minds. One out of those 100 people, they're not going to like me. One out of those 100 people want to do me bodily harm. See me fall. I can't afford that. I can't afford to be in the midst of that shit. And possibly somebody could harm me. And I don't even know this motherfucker. So I don't know where exactly this motherfucker's coming from. I don't know if it's going to be a female, a male, short, tall, bald head, long hair, dreads, braids. I don't know. And me, if I was a celebrity, let's say, for example, I was DaBaby, and me, I have a lot to lose. And you know, you have people out there that intentionally get into it with celebrities, so they can get, you know, a free paycheck. So they you know, they provoke, you know, celebrities like, you know, DaBaby to punch him, and then they take him to court and sue him. So I got a lot to lose. I have children. DaBaby has what? A son and a daughter? A newborn and a daughter. I have a lot to lose. It's crazy. Like, even where I'm at right now, I'm nowhere near, as far as financially, what DaBaby makes. Nowhere near it. Not half, probably not even 10% of what he makes. But guess what? At the end of the day, even though I don't make as much as he does, I'm still conscious about the decisions that I make. So someone such as myself, if I get into a street fight, right? Well, I mean, shit, 9 times out of 10, the dude ain't gonna sue me. He know I ain't got shit. And I know he ain't got shit. Right? So it would be, I'm not saying wise or anything like that, but it would make sense for me to get in a fight with another person, because I'm not a celebrity. I ain't got no fucking money. But if I was DaBaby, man, I could potentially be sued. That man that got shot in the leg by DaBaby on DaBaby's property, I'm telling you, if he got a good lawyer, he could work that shit. There have been cases where people have broken into other people's homes, and the homeowner shot the burglar, and the burglar turned around and sued the homeowner for getting shot. Like, if you, no matter where you're at, and this is facts, no matter where you're at, if you don't pose a threat to that specific person, like, take for example, if I break into your house, right, and I'm spray painting these nuts all over your walls, right, and you shoot and kill me, I didn't pose no threat to you. I was just spray painting these nuts on the wall. You had the opportunity to tell me you need to leave, or I'm going to call the cops, you need to leave, or I have a firearm, I'll use it, this and that, so forth. No, you shoot me in the back. Oh no, you're going to jail. That plain and simple. So in other words, what I'm saying is that I want to avoid all of the bullshit, the fuckery at all costs. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to cost me, if I got to get bailed out of jail, that I shot you. It's time out of my day where I got to go back and forth to court, back and forth to court, back and forth to court. So it's just not worth it. It really isn't. I could just walk away. And that's what I urge you all to do. If you should happen to learn something from this situation for us dealing with DaBaby, is this. It always pays to walk the fuck away. Straight up. Even I've curved my road rage. Why? Because I know just because I have a weapon, that don't mean shit. You know how many firearms were bought this year? You know how many firearms were bought prior to Donald Trump leaving and Joe Biden coming in? Because everybody panicked and was like, oh shit, the Democrats are gonna take our guns away. So there's legal and illegal guns all over America. So having a gun means nothing. I could pull out a gun out for dealing with road rage, and at the same time, simultaneously, while I'm pulling out mine and somebody else pulling out theirs. That don't mean shit. But I've learned how to curb my road rage, because something could pop off in a second that could cost me 18, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of my life. And I just don't understand how in the world DaBaby doesn't have, people in his camp that's telling them, yo, calm the fuck down. I just don't get it. I don't understand why he got to be involved in every fucking thing. Every fucking beef he get into, he got to swing. That goes to show that man doesn't have his temper. He can't control his temper. And that's a problem. That's going to be a problem in the long run. I've learned it. You understand? And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I asked for when the dude pistol with me and shit. I asked for it. Or when I got jumped, I asked for it. No, I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, what I will say is I ain't back the fuck down and I talk shit. So hearing it from the other dude, he might tell you, well, I pistol whipped him because I was provoked. Because he was talking shit. And I was. But he started it. But at the end of the day, if nobody hasn't put their hands on you, you can easily just walk away. It's just not worth it. Just the other day, I was in the gym. And man, testosterone is flying around the gym. Egos, all that shit is flying around the gym. Everybody think they big man because they lifting weights and shit, right? So this dude was on the leg press, right? No, let me take it back. I went to go use the bathroom, but before I went to go use the bathroom, I put my gallon of water on the leg press. You know what I'm saying? The fucking bathroom was around the corner. I went to go use the bathroom. I come out, my bottle of water on the floor, and this dude is sitting on the leg press using it, right? I'm like, yo, man, I was using that. Well, shit. You was going for like 30. I know I wasn't going no 30 minutes. Let alone 2 minutes at that. But he kept on going on and on and on. I was like, you know what? I know what this is going to go. I'm going to wind up swinging on him. Because I feel as though that he's trying to take advantage of me. You understand? So I was just like, yo, man, you can have this shit. I'm out. And the reason why is, it didn't make sense because the same leg press, there was a duplicate. You know what I'm saying? There's another leg press like right across on the other side. Or if it wasn't, all I had to do was just go work out somewhere else. And then when he finished with that shit, walk over there and then fuck with it. But guess what? Had I shot him or had I punched him or did something to him, right? That would be my ego talking. Over some bullshit? Hell no. You know what? Let me tell you something for real. And hopefully this will help you all, right? When some shit pop off, I'm going to tell you, it's basically 3 things I think about. I think about, what's my purpose in life? Have I achieved my goal? Like, have I lived out my purpose, my true purpose in life? That's the first thing. The second thing, I'm not going to lie, and this is no particular order, straight up. I'm not going to lie. The second thing is I'll be thinking about pussy. Like, yo, if I fucking go to jail, I won't be able to fuck. And pussy is like the best thing on the fucking planet. And the third thing, last but not least, and like I said, this is not in any particular order, I think about my children. Straight up. It's difficult raising children when you're at home. Why? Because they have all these interferences. They have the movies that they watch, the shows that they watch, the music videos that they watch. In between the music videos and the shows and the movies and shit, you got commercials. Then if your child goes to public school, you know what I'm saying? They got peer pressure. They have their peers trying to tell them what to, you know what I'm saying, the wrong things to do. So I got all of this shit to deal with, and it's me against the world when it comes to me raising my children. And that's how I feel, and that's what I know every day. Could you imagine being locked up and trying to raise your children that way? Behind some fucking bars? And you know that the woman is a nurturer? She's not there to discipline the children. The man is. So shit, they gonna run all over her ass. Next thing you know, my daughter's in their 20s, my son's in their 20s or whatever. Daughter's out there, she fucking and sucking, sliding down poles and shit. Son over there selling drugs, shooting people. And they have it all the blame. All of the blame definitely should be on me. Because of my bad or poor choices that I made 16, 17 years ago is the reason why they are the way that they are now. One fucking sucking and prostitution and sliding down poles, and son over here shooting and killing each other. All I had to do was just walk away from the dude that was with the leg press and shit like that. But now I went downstairs, I opened my locker, pulled out my fucking gun and went upstairs and shot him and killed him. And now I'm in jail for 30 fucking years. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. Let me tell you something. It's going to get to the point where either DaBaby is going to meet his match, or he's going to take shit a step further. Maybe you don't want to punch somebody this time. Maybe you want to shoot somebody. Let your fucking security do that, my man. That's what they getting paid for. You're not there to get your hands dirty. You're here to keep your hands clean. That plain and simple. Live your life, my man. Live your life. And for you all out there, live your life. Fuck all the rest of these motherfuckers that want to get in your way. If you can get out of a situation, get out of it. Don't sit here, don't take the time out to argue with motherfuckers. Some people just want to argue with you. Some people want to fucking fight because their life is fucked up. You bump into a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? You walking down the street and this guy is mysteriously just looking at you this whole fucking time. You know what? He's waiting for you to look at him so he could be like, what the fuck you looking at? Next thing you know, he's taking his fucking hurt, pain, and all the rest of the shit that he's going through in life out on you. And that's the reason why he busted your eye socket, broke all your bones up in this, broke your damn arm, your leg, and all the rest of that shit. Because he took all that pain that he had bottled up inside and unleashed it on you. Why ain't your fucking problem? I'm not. And I refuse to be anyone's punching bag. That's the reason why it's best to walk the fuck away from shit. You gotta tuck your tail in like a fucking little dog and walk the fuck away. Do it. I'm done with all of that ego, pride shit. That's some shit that I used to deal with when I was young. And now that I'm an adult, man, I got shit to live for. And like I said before, and I say it again, I don't even make somewhat remotely close to what DaBaby is making. How is it that I don't make remotely like a 10% of what he make, but at the same time I make better choices or rather decisions that he makes? Straight up. It's just that plain and simple, man. You gotta walk away from shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know whether it's a young thing or old thing. Old thing, like far as like once you get older, you start to realize shit ain't that important. And the young thing is, you're young and you're like, well, damn, he disrespected me. Well, now I gotta damn shoot him. You know how many motherfuckers disrespect you every day? With you unconsciously knowing it? Your politicians that sit on Capitol Hill disrespect you every fucking day. And I don't see none of y'all niggas knocking a politician the fuck out. I just don't. Your president disrespects you every day once he gets in front of a camera and lies to you. Especially when he's talking and you know he's dozing off. You know, sleepy Joe Biden, like, you know he dozing off and you're like tapping him like, excuse me, Mr. President, you was asleep. I know I wasn't. I was talking about Ukraine and high gas price is. Yo, man, it literally pays to walk away. Either way, you're gonna have to pay. Either way, if you don't walk away and you shoot and you injure somebody, you fatally injure somebody with your hands or with a crowbar, whatever the fuck, you gonna pay. They gonna send your fucking ass to jail and you gonna have to pay restitution fees and all the rest of that shit. And then once you get out of jail, you're gonna have a big F on your report card that stands for felony. Well, let me be technical because some of y'all will be like, it ain't no report card, it's a criminal record. You know where the fuck I was coming from. So why would you even put that in the comment section? Y'all be saying some dumb shit. But yeah, man. Or you could pay the other way. You know what I'm saying? Your pride, your ego is hurt for 2 minutes as you're walking away. Because the dude keep on saying, you punk, you bitch ass nigga, you ain't nothing but a fuck boy ass motherfucker. But you're steadily getting in your car. He ain't coming, he's not approaching you. Because the minute that he approaches you, then he poses a threat. The minute that he fucking runs up on you, then he poses a threat. But as long as he keep on running this fucking mouth, ain't saying, ain't putting his hands on you, you get in your fucking car and you drive the fuck off. 2 minutes. You had to hear that bullshit. But guess what? 2 minutes of you fucking him up could have cost you 20, 30, 40, 50 years in jail. Nah, fuck that. Nah. Fuck that bullshit, man. I ain't into beating my meat. That's some shit I ain't into. I like pussy too motherfucking much. I care about my children too motherfucking much. Straight up. Not trying to get hemmed up. Not for none of these motherfuckers, because they ain't worth it. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. It gets to the point where you have to say, yo, is it worth it? And for DaBaby, I assume that every altercation that he's been in is worth it. Which I don't understand. I just don't. Man, I've grown so much, man, and I'm glad that I've grown. I'm so glad, man, because being like how DaBaby is and that temper and it's just, man, I've seen 1,000,001 babies and all of them crashed. All of them. Yo, I know DaBaby is not going to hear this, but if by chance you do, Brand Nubian said it best. Slow down. Slow down. Sit back and prioritize your life. Your children, your future, your career is way more important than one motherfucker that you signed to your label. I don't know. I'm assuming he didn't put his hands on him. I'm assuming maybe he can't fly out the mouth or some shit. Like, let him have it. Let him have that. And then guess what you do? is you fuck him, for, far as dealing with the paperwork. All right, well, shit. You want to fly off with your mouth? I'm going to get rid of your ass. You won't be on my label. Yo, we just got to do better, man.